anything set up. Like I still have the wrong pack. Oh well. There we go. Okay, I am here.
I am logging out of my current profile and logging on to the Artilea profile. Are you live?
Yeah, I'm live. Did you not change the title?
That's what I'm doing. Calm down. Well, let's see. Actually, let's see one first. Alright, are you live?
Yeah. Okay, I'm live, and then I can watch the sumo, and okay.
Who's the other sumo so I know?
Zero and Yash.
Okay, I'm waiting for Yasha. Oh, nice. That's close.
Yeah.
Alright, I got team name. Can you do it while I set Twitch, actually? Thanks.
What's the other team? Midnight Daylight?
Yeah, 2 separate words.
I know.
Sorry, jeez.
I knew it was just, I just didn't know the team name. Okay, okay.
Alright, stream title's updated.
Awesome. Alright, fleet's already ready, so we're just going to be waiting for Midnight Daylight. Again, it's the third round of the group stages. Fleet versus Midnight Daylight. Fleet is Zero, Foods Cloud, Soruchi, and Sprock, and Midnight Daylight seems to only have 3 people, Mitch, 13, Edabanachi, that I still can't pronounce, and Yash. And we're still on remote lands.
Here we go. Ooh, we actually have Hive going for Fleet over to Isolate right away.
Interesting. And we have Sprock in the main lane for first full right away. Just going nothing but torches, look like, just trying to light everything up. Got a good majority of it lit up. Has to take out a couple of mobs. Not too sure if he lit up the cave spider spawner, which is what usually gives the most trouble. But he did light up a very good majority of the beginning part. We have Zero making his way into the well. There's some very minimal TNT supplies, 6 pieces of TNT at most. Looks like he's might be looking to make a dry cannon real quick, just to take out the house. We've seen that in a couple of the matches. Right, we have Yash teleporting into a horse. Seems like he's going to be running third wool, and he is with the horse, and it makes me happy.
Finally, the horse.
Finally. He's able to get into the wool box, get the obsidian if he so desires. So now it's just a matter of getting someone into the ISO lane and collecting it. We have the remnants of a dry cannon going up for Fleet. Since the stained and hardened clay is a lot more durable than the sand, able to just do a dry cannon with minimal damage to our own lane, able to obliterate the house. All the chests popped. A lot of the supplies are just flat out gone. So yeah, Yosh was able to pick up a bunch of the supplies. That wasn't Yosh. Someone was able to pick up a bunch of the supplies. We have someone from Midnight Daylight, Edabanaki. I'm just gonna stop trying. He's in the ISO lane for Midnight Daylight. We'll see if he's gonna try and collect the third wool for them. Looks like Mitch was able to collect a good majority of the supplies from the house, putting them in just this chest right next to the house. Tons of bows and arrows in here now. Soruchi able to block off most
Sprock
of them.
has all the iron blocks plus the TNT supplies plus the chain armor from the side resources. So basically everything besides the diamond blocks and the gold.
It isn't wearing any of the armor, which is a bit peculiar. Seems like he's just grabbing some blocks to make his way out. Adamanashi was in the ISO lane. Soruchi was able to take him out previously. Doesn't look like he made his way back, so might not be attempting third wool for the time being. Midnight Daylight having a wall set up in front of their trees, the chests inside of there, so that as long as they can make it up to the trees, they have free reign to collect whatever they so desire without getting shot at. Zero looks like he's just camped out on top of the trees. And Sprock looks like he... Actually, not quite sure what he was doing collecting all that sand, but he did make his way down into the diamond room. He got the ender pearl, he got the piece of obsidian, he got all the food, and looks like he's making an iron pick right now to get the diamonds. So not too much progress on any of the wolves for Fleet, aside from that initial push from Sprock and the first wool. The mobs are still lingering over here. Cave spider at the entrance, a bunch of mobs at the curve, or at the turn or whatever. But it doesn't look like any cave spiders have spawned since then. Not too sure if it's just not being in range of the spawners or what, but Midnight Daylight setting a interesting door set up at where the house used to be. Foods Cloud still being able to take them out through there. An interesting little setup. Just hide behind the doors, open them to shoot if necessary. Right, Yosh is inside the ISO lane. He has ladders and he's making his way over the wall. However, Foods Cloud and Sora are able to notice him, able to take him out. He's able to make some progress up the wall. I'd say about a little less than halfway up the wall. Maybe a third of the way up. And Soruchi is on a horse as well. Not running the wool this time, but looks like he's just going to try and PvP from on top of it. Yosh able to make it back to his stuff. Trying to make it up again, but Soruchi is denying him. And there he goes.
Splat. Any reason why you gave 2 ender chests at the ISO lane instead of 1?
Because Sightstone, one for each eye. Like
I see. Alright.
Looks like Midnight Daylight had at least a little bit of an attempt on resources. Adamanachi is inside of here with a stone pick, but he's getting pelted by food scods in the main lane. He's blocked himself in the iron room, so he should be able to get some iron armor and some TNT if he so desires.
He's only 2 hearts though. He's just a one-shot.
Yep, and there is a cannon for Fleet. A cannon made out of wood using lava. But no damage.
Who's doing it?
There's it's in Fleet's side. And the cannon's burning away right now. But there was no damage, so I'm not sure what happened over there.
Oh, gotcha.
we have Mitch for Midnight Daylight inside of the second resource area. He looks to just have grabbed the Ender Pearl. Didn't have any way to get back up, so he just tossed the Ender Pearl and looks like he's gonna recollect it once he has a way back up. So Ruchi's still just camped here on his horse. And Sprock is making his way back into First Wool. He got poisoned by the cave spider, those are right in there. He has the chain armor, he has golden apples, he has some blocks that he's gonna have to block off because of how low he got from the poison. But able to just chug a golden apple and is slowly regenerating his health.
Is he activating the? He might be. I don't think he's activating his. He might be activating the spawners from that little hidey hole.
If he was activating the cave spider spawner, nothing has spawned, so it might be sufficiently lit up, so it doesn't really matter. Other than that, no mobs have spawned. There's a skeleton and full iron over here, but other than that, no mobs have spawned from his hidey hole, so looks like he was safe over there. Zero fell out of the world. It might have been just a big lane switcheroo. And night is falling, so we'll see how lighting up has affected. Yash making his way back up the wall. Doesn't look like Soruchi notices him, and he's able to just about make it on top of the wall. Seems to be out of ladders, though. Able to place a chest, but still one block too short. And that one ladder that he misplaced is kind of hurting him. We'll see if Soruchi's able to notice him and do anything about him before. The Blaze Spawner was being activated in some way eventually by Midnight Daylight, and they're actually shooting at Soruchi, so providing sufficient cover for him. Yash has his ladder all the way up. He just doesn't have a way down.
Did you ever see where Fleet dedicated their armor to? Like, where'd that go? Because they got resources out.
I don't know. Soruchi is naked, Zero is naked, and Foods is naked. So I don't know where that armor is.
Sprock has 2 iron blocks on him, but that means there's 2
No,
somewhere.
those 2 iron blocks that I got were from the wool box. He has completed the mainland portion of First Wall.
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't know where that armor is.
Did Hive take it to ISO?
He might have. I don't think we can... Oh, it's all in the chest on top of the tree.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, cool. Interesting. I've never seen the people put supplies there, so it's
easy access right next to the under chest, but not really being put to use right now for Fleet. Zero has a ladder all the way down to the collection point for First Wool. Seems like he was trying to... Actually, I'm not too sure what he was trying to do. There is no wool there. The way is already lit up. Oh, there we are. Seems like Sprock didn't actually push the button. He's doing that right now, and Zero is collecting green wool. And there it is.
Channel camera badge. Gonna take a show and get changed. Be back in like 10 to 15.
Have a nice show.
Camera badge. Hopefully the match is still on when I get back.
Alright. Have fun with your show. Just quickly looking at the lane, it doesn't look like Midnight Daylight has lit up the second half of their main lane at all. So once, if Mitch gets taken out, it's gonna be pretty mob heavy. It's already starting to get, well, some mobs are spawning at the very end of the lane, and then Fleet's second half of their ISO lane is not lit up at all, and we already have significant mob spawns over here. So they're probably gonna have to put some use to that armor that's just in the trees. So Zero has some chain armor right now. He did end up getting the green wool. Okay. Can I do that? No. Okay. Looks like from earlier he dropped off the green wool in an unknown container, which is codename for the ender chest. And it looks like a good majority of the second wall is cleared out. The zombie spawner is up here. The blaze spawner over here. Doesn't look like he's done anything about the punch bow skeleton spawners. But a good majority of it is taken out. He's just taking a position shooting from here. Not really hitting too many shots, but eh. Alright, Sprock has made it out of the first wool box. And Yash having some creeper troubles at the second, at the wall. Climbing the wall right now. Doesn't look like Sprock notices him, though. So it looks like he's going to make his way down without any trouble whatsoever. Sprock making a bit of a wall. And he seems to be mining some obsidian. Might be using that to make some, make an enchanting table. He has the obsidian from resources. He just mined a piece of obsidian right now. And then there's the piece of obsidian inside of here, which seems like he's probably going to be getting that as well. So he has some leftover diamonds on him. He's going to be able to get some enchanting for his team. Meanwhile, while he's doing that, Sprock is being completely unaware of Yash, who's in the third wool box right now. He has a ton of wood on him. So he is free to just block himself off and wait for his teammates to press the button in the main lane. But they might not get that anytime soon with two skeletons, one with full armor and one with an enchanted bow, and a creeper over here along with more skeletons and more mobs once you get past the walls. So Yash might be sitting there for a little while. Sprock does notice Yash inside of like right next to the third collection point. Looks like he got a shot off on him, but not really doing too much as he's able to just block himself off. And it seems like he's just making a way all the way back while he waits for his teammates to finish the wool. Food Cloud's still just sitting here at the middle part of the map, just being a roaming PvPer. Almost got shot out of the world right there, but doesn't really matter too much. He only has a bow that's mostly broken and some arrows. So he can be a little careless if he feels like it. And it seems like Zero has made his way to the second collection point. He's taking shots at, who is that? Taking shots at Edmonanchi, who's running third wool and having some mob troubles, but he's able to press the button, and Zero getting a nice shot on him on the wool box. Not able to stop him from pressing the button, but definitely stealing their supplies. There was some iron armor here, some leather armor, a bunch of bows and arrows, food, and Yash is able to collect the wool, and he's making his way out right now. Having to do a bit of creative parkour. Seems like it's more free will than anything. Able to make it up the wall and just jumping right down, and that's third wool almost safe for Midnight Daylight. They just have to get it in a chest somewhere. Yash is inside of the house. Looks like he's just gonna put the wool in there, or not. Okay. Well, he is out with third wool. It's just a matter of placing some safeties, and that is one wool for each team. Looks like some of the diamonds have been put to use for Midnight Daylight. Sprock is in some nice diamond boots. And it looks like a good majority of the supplies have been taken from here. Definitely the diamond block is gone. There's still 2 iron blocks. But Sor looks like he has geared himself up in some full iron. And Sprock has the supplies for the enchanting table. He had them. Looks like he placed it inside the house. Sor has a power bow right now, fully decked out in armor. He's gonna be a really nice lockdown shooter. So Zero looks like he's just sitting here at the second collection point, just shooting. Not really a good spot to shoot from, but he did get that kill at third. So not being completely useless, but still not doing too much. Sprock has some ladders, seems to be making his way into second wall. Getting some shots, or getting shot from the main lane. Looks like Mitch. Yep, Mitch shooting at him, but Foods Cloud is giving him some nice cover. Hasn't enchanted his bow, doesn't have any armor, but still being able to cover him very well and killing him, giving Sprock some ample time. He made his way past the vertical part, just has a horizontal part, and then he'll be on the isolane side. It doesn't look like any teams have gone for the black box behind the spawn. Really good resources back there, but if you don't feel like it, oh well. The iron was mined for Midnight Daylight, and that seems to be the iron that was left inside the third wall box. The armor is still here, so Midnight Daylight can make their way over there if they feel like it. Sprock looks like he has made his way through to the isolane side of second wall. Yash was the only one inside of there, and he jumped out of the world not too long ago, so he's gonna have no contestation while he runs this, not even shifting, just like, oh, okay, I'm running this, you can't do anything about it. So that will be second wall fairly soon for Fleet. And we have a cannon set up. Not sure how long ago the cannon was set up, but it took out a good majority of the trees right in front of the ender chest. All the trees over there are gone. The cannon's still set up, no water in it, but Midnight Daylight does have a little pillar sort of thing that they can access the ender chest from if they need to, but what they did lose was a good amount of supplies in those chests. And we have another cannon being set up. Foods Cloud, not Foods Cloud, Sorchi setting up cannon for the house to take out any remaining supplies in there, damaging the horse, but taking out another chunk of the lane. And Sprock has made his way to the wall box, and Zero has picked up the wall, making his way out. This is the last one wide bedrock section that he has to make his way through, and he should be really safe to make his way out. So that's 2 walls in hand for Fleet. Right, Suruchi's still firing. Oh, okay. Still firing that cannon. Just trying to demolish this area for Midnight Daylight. And Zero is completely out with the second wall. Right, Sprock did have a diamond pick on him while he was running. So that's 2 walls in hand for... Whoops. He did have a iron and a diamond pick on him while he was running it, and he collected those 2 diamond blocks, so that's going to be some diamond armor for Fleet. So Zero just collecting some blocks, getting ready to make his way to the third wall box. He has some hardened clay, not going to be enough to make his way up completely, but once he gets that, he'll be able to do that. Looks like Midnight Daylight is 2-man running first wall, making a lot of progress lighting up, not really killing any of the mobs, and still not lighting up the cave spider spawner, I think. Okay, no, they lit it up enough. This is the only spot where cave spiders can spawn. So, not bad, not too bad of a lighting job, just a matter of actually killing the mobs, and then they'll be able to get into the first wall box. Sprock is fully decked out in some diamond armor, aside from his chain chestplate. Foods Cloud, still naked, but he has upgraded to a power bow right now. Right, Zero is at the base of the wall right now, and he's just pillaring up. Doesn't look like anyone from Midnight Daylight is at the second half of the map. Looks Looks like all three of them are just trying to get this first wool, not really focused too much on trying to stop Fleet from doing anything, just trying to get their own wools. And Zero's at the top of the mountain, just cobweb dropping his way down. He has 6 more cobwebs, so he's just stuck there for a little bit. Marucci is at the 3rd wool box. Looks like he might be out of blocks. Yep, he's out of blocks, so he's just trapped here for the time being. Bootsclad coming to rescue him, though. And Zero, cobweb dropped again. Just about at the base of the wall at the other side. And he is down. So, Sora, with the help from Foodscloud, able to get to the 3rd wool button, and that's going to be all 3 wools really soon for Fleet. There we go. 3 of them there. I don't think Zero has enough blocks to make his way completely out. I think it's 31 blocks that he's going to need to make his way out completely, so Sora might be trying to press the button a bit more so that Zero can make his way down. But it doesn't look like that's going to be necessary. He's just making a quick little pass around. So 3rd wool is out and fairly safe for Fleet. Zero did carve this little area from the farm so that he can just make his way up and then drop all the way down. So really heads up on his part to do that beforehand. But it doesn't look like he's even gonna bother. Just dropping out with all the chain armor and all that stuff. So not too big of a deal. They have all 3 wools. It's just a matter of getting it to the ender chest and doing the victory run. Sprock's still sitting here in his full diamond. Decided to fully deck himself out with diamond tools. Right, Yash was able to get green wool, however. Seems like the pain looping did finish eventually. They were able to press the button, looks like 3 times. So he's going to try and make his way out. That's almost 2 wool. Placed a bunch of safeties. But that is 2 wool touches for Midnight Daylight. Yash doesn't have many ladders to make his way out. Doesn't look like he even saved himself any wool. Zero dropping off the red wool in the ender chest. So that's all 3 of those in his ender chest. He's back in the main lane. Looking to make his way up with this nice sort of janky staircase. And he has all 3 of the walls. All 3 wools collected from there, just making his way. Not sure if anyone from Fleet decided to pre-dig in a victory monument victory round. Looks like someone actually did end up doing that. And nice slaughter down, and Zero deciding to make use of his cobwebs.
Cobweb PvP, boys.
Cobweb PvP. All 4 members of Fleet going down here.
All
Someone
4?
taking it.
They're
All 4. Cyan, green, and red.
Well, Fleet go 3-0 in the group.
Yep.
I'll grab someone for each team.
Camera badge moved to Midnight Daylight. Miss 13 moved in from Midnight Daylight by camera badge.
Right, there's the oh, Kim already posted it. Okay.
Death Strike had
Alright,
moved
so
in
we
by
have
camera
Sprock
badge.
for Fleet,
Camera badge entered
and
channel.
we have Mitch for Midnight Daylight.
Yep.
Right.
Hey, what's up?
So, congratulations, Fleet, 3-0 in your group. Moving on, I'm pretty sure almost 100% guaranteed to have a bye for the first round, not having to play erosion, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
game.
we got quite a few touches against us, but we'll see.
We'll see. But
Touches don't really matter. It's
but-
only for tiebreakers.
3-0 does really help you for the, yeah. Anyway, so one thing that's actually kind of puzzling me for Fleet, you guys set up a cannon inside the diamond room. It was a lava cannon. The cannon was burning away. there was no damage on the other side. Was there something planned there? Did something mess up? What happened
I
there?
figured it was a 3v4, and I hadn't practiced the cannon, so I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll just leave it. My inventory's too full to bother messing with the lava cannon right now any further.
Fair enough. Midnight Daylight, you guys were able to get 2 wools for you guys, despite having a pretty big resource and player advantage. Did you guys expect to get that many wools? Were you excited that you got those wools?
Meh. No. I don't know. I didn't really look at the map because I've been very busy this week, so that was actually my first time looking at that map and playing it.
For that being your first time, that was actually a really nice job of actually being able to figure it out that quickly and get the wools.
Yeah, it was more thinking on my feet kind of thing.
Yep. Did you guys have any plans for trying to take on second with 2 members from Fleet sitting on top of there with enchanted armor, or with enchanted bows, a lot of armor? Did you have a plan to take that on once you were done with first?
Not really. We were just kind of, I don't know, we didn't really have a plan coming into this, so we kind of were just like, yeah, we're gonna wing it, and then we were a player down, so that didn't help us much at all either.
For Fleet, you guys had a bunch of armor sitting just in a chest, and Foods Clouds was naked for pretty much the entire game. Was that just like a miscommunication? And
I told him and Sor like 20,000 times to go get armor, in case he never did.
As for the future Fleet, what are you expecting for the bracket stage?
I guess I'll have to wait for Cam to post that to make any predictions. There's teams that I'm fine against facing, other teams that are not quite as fine, and then some teams that are fine on certain types of maps, where on others will be slightly more dangerous. Like our main scrim partner for that map was Impact, which on that map, Impact is not a fun team to play against.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine so.
And by main, I mean the one scrim we played because I got super sick on like Wednesday.
Rip.
Ripperino. I got nothing else. Cam, you have anything, even though you were gone for pretty much the entire match?
I got some stuff actually.
Okay.
I think. Okay, so what map are you guys most confident on in the bracket stage, would you say? Out of Erosion, Rain Eater, Abandoned Kingdom, and False Respite?
Most confident on of the 4 maps, probably False Respite. But since it's the least likely that we'll ever play it, it'll be the one we practice the least moving forward.
Yeah. What's your least confident map?
I mean, in general, Rain Eater, but with the lineup I have, it might not be as bad as I'm used to in Pugs and stuff.
So what'd you say? Sorry, Rain Eater.
Rain Eater, but with the lineup I have, it's probably not as daunting as it is in Pugs and stuff.
Alright, that's it for me. Thanks for stopping by, both of you guys. Mitch, thanks for participating in the tournaments. You guys still do have a chance if, I think, you guys might be out, but you need
If
to vote
Barbershop
for
Quartet ends up winning, then it'll be a 3-way tie for 3rd place, or for 2nd
and then
place.
it'll go to touches. So you guys aren't out yet, but in the event that you guys are, hope you guys stick around in the community.
Right, cool.
I sent Anamachi a message with a bunch of information, so you can ask him to stay on that if he already has it in your chat.
Yeah, if it was more of like, if this was like in the summer, I'd be a lot more active and actually know a lot more about it. But you know, it's just kind of during the senior year stuff, busy,
Yep.
all that other stuff. So
My
yeah,
senior year was the one where I wasn't busy at all.
year.
Rip.
Yeah, I got so much shit going on. Proms tonight, so you know, I gotta
Oh.
go.
Oof, fun.
Yeah, okay, see you guys.
Thanks, yeah.
Right, so
Cam would know. He goes to an all-boys school.
anyway,
Nope.
anyway, later tonight at 7 p.m. EDT, we're gonna have 2 matches. 4-4 Will Not Found versus Barbershop Quartet, which has an impact on the match that just happened, and that's gonna be streamed by Strangey on his own channel. And then at the same time, we're gonna have the Unambiguous Subs versus Squad Cat. I'm gonna be streaming that on this channel. That's gonna determine who's gonna be moving on in the first group as well. So stay tuned to that. Pick the group that you wanted to watch the most and have him whatever. Anyway, I have nothing. Cam, anything? Any last words?
Nope, that's all good.
Right, so stay tuned for those games, and we will see you guys there.
Bye.